All right, let's talk about one of the biggest hurdles for new independent pharmacy owners, figuring out inventory sourcing. We're going to build a strategic playbook to demystify the whole thing. So let's just dive right in.
I mean, this is the big question, right? You've done all the hard work, you've got the vision, you've got the license, and now you're just staring at these rows of empty shelves. It's like, where do you even start? How do you possibly get all the right products at the right price?
And look, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by that, you are definitely not alone. It's a super common feeling for entrepreneurs in this space. You're suddenly juggling suppliers, regulations, and huge financial decisions. It's a lot. But, and this is the key, having a clear strategy, that can make all the difference.
Yeah, so think of this as your map for navigating that whole maze. We're not just going to throw a bunch of facts at you. We are going to build your strategic playbook, piece by piece, so you can start making smart, confident decisions right from day one.
And the very first play in that playbook? It's a big one. It's probably the most important decision you'll make early on, choosing the right supplier partner. I mean, this single choice is going to affect your finances, your daily workflow, and, most importantly, the way you take care of your patients. Okay, so before you even think about looking at price tags, here is your absolute number one non-negotiable checkpoint. NABP accreditation. Seriously, this isn't just some fancy seal on a website. It's a guarantee. It's proof that a distributor meets really tough standards, protecting you and your patients from counterfeit or unsafe products. Make this the very first thing on your checklist.
All right, so once you're looking at accredited suppliers, you're basically going to run into two main kinds, primary and secondary distributors. And understanding the difference between them, that is the key to figuring out which one is the right fit for your new pharmacy's needs.
So, let's break this down. On one side, you've got your primary distributors. Think of them as the giants of the industry. They have massive scale, sure, but they usually want huge orders and they'll lock you into these really rigid contracts. For a brand new pharmacy, that can be a really tough pill to swallow. But then, on the other hand, you've got secondary distributors. These guys are basically built for independence. They're all about flexibility, they have much lower order minimums, and you often get more one-on-one support. So you see, it's not really about which one is better, it's about which one actually fits where you are right now, your size, your cash flow, and your goals.
Okay, so you've got a partner in mind. Now we enter the world of compliance. And let me tell you, in the pharmaceutical supply chain, the golden rule of the game is something called the DSCSA. And this is not just boring red tape, I promise. It's all about patient safety and protecting the integrity of your entire business.
So what the heck is it? Well, the DSCSA, that's the Drug Supply Chain Security Act, is a federal law that created a secure electronic system to track and trace prescription drugs. We're talking from the moment they're made all the way to your pharmacy shelf. The whole point is to fight back against counterfeit, stolen, or contaminated drugs. It's all about making sure what you dispense is 100% safe and legit.
So what does that actually mean for you? Well, it boils down to three really important things you have to do. First, you've got to verify that every single partner you work with is properly licensed. No exceptions. Second, you need to get and securely store all the product tracing documents, and you have to hold on to them for 6 years. And third, you need to have a plan in place. If a drug seems suspicious, you have to know exactly how to quarantine it, investigate it, and report it right away.
Now here's a really important date you'll want to circle on your calendar. Getting this whole DSCSA system fully implemented has been a long haul. So for smaller pharmacies, and that's you if you have 25 or fewer full-time employees, the deadline for some of the key requirements has been extended to November 2026. That gives you some much-needed breathing room to get all your systems in place. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about the money side of things, your financial game plan, because making smart choices about where you source your inventory, well, it's not just about compliance and logistics. It's one of the most powerful tools you have for controlling your startup costs and driving profitability. You probably think that stocking a whole pharmacy from scratch is going to cost a fortune, right? Well, think again. This number is a total game changer for startups. By sourcing your generics strategically from secondary suppliers, many independent pharmacies can actually get their initial inventory on the shelves for under $5,000. Yeah, really.
And here's how that's even possible. Secondary suppliers are just structured to help you manage cash flow. They offer competitive prices without forcing you to buy huge amounts at once. Plus, a lot of them provide flexible payment terms like a 30-day line of credit, which can be an absolute lifeline when you're just getting started.
So, we've talked strategy, we've covered the regulations, and we've gone over the finances. Now, let's pull all of this together into one final actionable checklist you can use to evaluate any potential distributor. This is your action plan.
Here it is. When you're talking to potential partners, just run them through this list. Do their product offerings, both brand and generic, match your business model? Is the pricing competitive, and can they get stuff to you the next day? You got to ask about flexible payment terms. Make sure they have CSOS compliant software, that's the controlled substance ordering system, and it is absolutely essential. You also want to know if you'll get dedicated one-on-one support. And of course, always verify their DSCSEA compliance.
Because here's the real takeaway from all of this. You're not just looking for a vendor who can fill boxes. You are looking for a partner, someone who understands your vision, supports your business strategy, and ultimately helps you deliver the best possible care to your patients.
And that leaves us with one final critical question to consider. As you build your pharmacy from the ground up, don't just ask who can fill your shelves. Ask who will stand with you as a true strategic partner in your long-term success.